Hey guys, it's Amy at 804 Sycamore, and today I'm going to show you the 3-tool combo kit from DeWalt. It's 3 of some of my favorite tools by DeWalt, and we're going to unbox it and take a closer look at these. So let's get going. So this 3-tool combo kit comes with not only the 3 tools, but this gorgeous, durable, hefty bag with a nice zipper and hinges to help it open so you can really get in there and see. Love that about this bag. And then right now I'm pulling out the Orbital Sander and then the MultiTool, which I never thought I would use so much. And here's the huge battery, lots of power, and there's the dust bag for the sander. And here is the Jigsaw. This kit also comes with a fast charger for your battery, so lots of good stuff here. Okay, let's start with the Jigsaw. I love using the Jigsaw for those intricate cuts, getting in tight spots, or if I'm cutting circles in plywood, for instance. It's such a handy tool, it really gets in there. So I love this cordless one. I'm not going to put the battery in yet because I don't put the battery in before I add my saw. Let's show you how to install the saw blade. So this lever right in front here, it just flips open like that, and it automatically closes. So what you're gonna do with the saw blade facing up, you're gonna open this lever and just set the saw as far back as it will go. And then close the lever and it's locked in there. You also want to make sure that your blade is in this guide so that it's straight and you won't break it, it won't be crooked. Another setting to consider is this right here. So if I'm just cutting straight, this first setting right here is for straight cutting. The blade will just go up and down. Now if I want to add an orbital action, meaning it's going back and forth and up and down for cutting softer things like soft wood, maybe PVC pipe, for instance, you have 3 orbital settings. 1, 2, 3. 3 being the fastest. So just so you know, you have that option too. I leave it straight cuts because I'm usually cutting harder woods, nothing really soft. So there's that setting for you. Also, there's this speed dial right here. Now, for cutting, like say for instance, if I'm cutting some birch plywood or an oak or something like that, I'm probably going to pick one of the higher numbers because that's the speed. And if the speed is too slow, it's going to kind of rip up my wood. So I want to make sure to test the speed on maybe like a scrap piece of wood, just to make sure that you're using the correct speed for the hardness of wood you're cutting. So there's your speed. And then here is your lock right here. Right now that's locked. When that side's pressed in with the lock, the picture of the lock. And then this picture of the unlock, you just press it that way and that's your safety. Okay, so I'm put it back to lock. Another really cool feature is that I don't just have to cut at a 90-degree angle. So if I want to change the angle of the blade, I'm just going to open this lever right there. Okay, and I'll show you from the side. I'm going to pull this back, and then I can tilt it left and right. And as you can see, there's a picture of the varying degrees, which will also help you determine just how far you want to go for a specific cut. So I'll go ahead and line it back up to 0 and then push it to lock it. And I'm going to just pull this lever back into a locking position. You can see it's straight back there. And it's great. And then there's this protective coating, this black plastic, so it doesn't mar your wood and scratch it and stuff. And then this can come off very easily if you need to remove any dust. There's actually a lot of features like that with DeWalt's tools where you can keep your tools clean so that they're always going to perform at their top notch for you. So the battery just slides in the back here, super easy. And then to release, press this down and there it goes. And I love that this kit comes with the high-speed charger, because there's nothing worse than being in the middle of a project and you need to have that battery, your second battery fully charged. And then you want to recharge your first one so that you always have power, right? So that's it for the Jigsaw, but I just want to also say, make sure you read your manufacturer pamphlet that comes with these tools, because that's going to give you precautions and safety guidelines that are super important. And it's going to show you how to add different accessories to the tools, how to keep them clean, and check for troubleshooting if something were to happen. And you're just gonna love using this tool. It is so easy and powerful and exact. So that's it for the Jigsaw. Okay, so let's talk about the Orbital Sander. I always use this sander for all of my staining projects, all of my finish work, because it does such a nice, even, smooth sand, and it gets the job done so much quicker. So this surface, it's Velcro, and you'll just set your sander down, line up the holes, and then put your sandpaper down, whatever grit you need for the job. Just a few things to note about this. It comes with this dust bag, and you turn it clockwise to lock it. It's not coming off, and then counterclockwise to take it off. And to clean this, first of all, I clean it often, because it will work better the more you clean it and keep the airflow going. But I just take it over to my dust bin and I tap it, shake it, I let the debris fall out, and then I just reattach it and get back to using it. Super easy. It's smooth. There's not tons of twisting. It's just a simple clockwise and counterclockwise motion. The on and off switch is right here on the top. Super easy to use, no confusion. And then this is the speed dial. So the way it works is the lower the number, the slower the speed. So it rates from 8,000 to 12,000 orbits a minute. And so usually for harder materials, you're going to want to do a higher number. That removes more material the faster it goes, obviously. So it's always better. For me, I always test it on something scrap to kind of see just how strong it's going to be with my grit of sandpaper before I do it on my final project. So that might be something you do too. And then again, the battery just slides on, and there we go. Super easy. This is a great tool. I've used lots of sanders, and I gotta say, there's just a quality to DeWalt that is different from the rest. So I highly recommend the sander. I use it all the time. I absolutely love it. The battery life lasts a very long time, and with the high-speed chargers, I can have one battery charging so that it's ready to go when the one I'm using finishes up. So let's move on to the third and final tool. Okay guys, so for the final tool, it's the oscillating multi-tool. And I have to be honest, the first time I used a multi-tool, it was a different brand. It was very intimidating. It was loud. It felt scary to hold what felt like a very powerful mini saw. But if you're using a quality tool with a foolproof blade system, it's a different ball game. So I just want to show you a few things about this. This is the lock right here. Now, if I press it to the left or right all the way, it's locked. There's no going. But if it's perfectly centered, that's when it works, okay? So that's a great safety feature. And then adding the blade couldn't be any easier. So this lever, it's very strong and tight, which gives you a really good secure fit for your blades and accessories. The multi-tool can have different accessories attached, so that's something to look into. Lots of options there. Okay, so you're just gonna go ahead and pull this lever back, slide your blade in here, and the pins just go directly into the blade, and it's not moving. It's totally secure and tight and ready to go. Again, with the battery, just slides on, really easy. Battery lasts what feels like for the whole job, for my DIY projects at least. And one of the things I really love about this multi-tool is the LED light right here. I have had to cut away some of my baseboard when we built the Murphy bed, because the Murphy bed had to go flush against the wall so that we could get that secure attachment, and I couldn't have it bumped out a bit from the baseboard. So I just drew a line, and you know, again, when you're down in a tight spot, that light showed me exactly where I needed to cut, and it was wonderful. So let me lock this, make sure it's safe, and again, when you store it, I just remove the blade and I'm ready to go. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed unboxing these tools with me. I just think it's a fabulous deal, and these are tools that I use on so many DIY projects. I just couldn't live without them. I love the bag that this kit comes with, and the fast charger is a must. So I like to keep my tools in bags and keep them protected. I always make sure to remove the blades, and I like to keep them right in this front pocket, blade down, so I don't cut myself when I get it. But it's a really nice way to keep them protected and stored and all in one spot. So if you'd like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more DIY and decorating inspiration. Thanks so much.